That's what I'm here for. I'm only here for wins. That's all I want to be a part of, man. So happy to be on the floor during the dub.
The gang back together tonight for the LA Lakers. Anthony Davis had 28 and 17. Russell Westbrook was not really on the floor. I don't know if he played at all in overtime, but he did not play much down the stretch, that's for sure. Another miserable shooting night, 1 of 10. He had 5 points, 4 boards, and 6 assists. But the parts are kind of back together for the LA Lakers. What do you take from this if you're an LA fan?
Well, I think you got to close with the game with the guys that are playing well. That's what Frank did. I think Ariza being out there, he looks healthy, back to his winning self, right? Makes threes, guards guys. He was guarding Randall during that overtime in that fourth quarter. But I like that closing lineup, Greg. I like that. Horton, Tucker, Monk. LeBron's basically the point guard, but also playing the 4. Davis out there. The ball was moving, and I thought they played really well to come back and win this game. So, you know, I'm going to visit it again, Greg. I know you maybe don't like it, but Westbrook, should he come off the bench for these guys?
Yeah.
You know, should he come off the bench and play against the backup and help him in that second unit? And, you know, here's an example of maybe he didn't play well, but they closed with the team that they could close with against a good defensive team.
You know, I've heard this argument before, and it makes perfect sense to me if you can have that conversation with West for a lot of reasons, not just because of who's playing well and who's not playing well, but who plays well together. And to have him running the show for a second unit, I think makes a lot of sense.
You know, I've heard this conversation. I don't really see that happening.
I don't see it happening.
I don't see that happening.
It makes sense.
And listen, he didn't play particularly well. I mean, he didn't shoot it well. 4 turnovers, so not his finest moment, obviously. But he's going through it. I mean, he's had some stretches where he's looked better, but he's still, you could just see him watching this game now. His confidence wasn't there. He's tentative. You know, he just doesn't seem to have that same fire. But beyond that, listen, Malik Monk was incredible tonight.
Yep.
You know, LeBron looked good. Anthony Davis playing at a high level. The one concern, the minutes. You see Anthony Davis over 40 minutes. Now, it was overtime, so you got to tack on 5 for that. LeBron's right at 40 minutes. Monk played 39. Those guys are playing really well. Stanley Johnson's giving them some solid minutes. You know, they didn't have Carmelo tonight off the bench.
Ariza played 35.
Ariza played well. Coach talked about him. And listen, if you go think about how the Knicks started this game. I think they scored 42 points in the first quarter. They shot 68% in that quarter. But after that quarter, and until the Lakers really started to implode down the stretch in regulation, they had done a really good job defensively against the Knicks. And then they struggled making free throws down the stretch, some questionable decision-making, didn't really defend it the way they needed to. But when you're struggling, man, you just want to get a win.
With his right hand. There's no reason to save it. And then you save it in the wrong direction.